MikeMcGuff.com.
King's X, a Houston rock band that found success worldwide and is even credited by a member of Pearl Jam for creating grunge. From his LA studio, lead singer Doug Pinnick tells MikeMcGuff.com the band is still very much together. Plus, he talks about his new projects and recent health scares.
What happens, I had a hernia operation about 6 months ago, and it just healed up. And we're doing the Geezer Butler tribute thing, and I was singing, and I noticed that the same problem I had before, the reason I went to the doctor in the first place, the problem came back. And it was kind of weird because basically the doctor fixed a hernia, but it wasn't the hernia that I thought it was, or the place where I thought it was. He cut me open someplace else and fixed a hernia. And I'm going, I didn't even know. I knew I had I didn't even know there was a hernia there. What about this problem? And so finally they took me back to well, basically what happened was the doctor said it might be a hernia, it might be a lymph node. He said, so basically, after the tour, come back to New Jersey, because we were playing Atlanta and then Charlotte and then DC, and then I was gonna go back to New Jersey with Jerry, where he lives, and go to the doctor there. That's the doctor that operated on me. And in Charlotte, the second show, it started to push out the problem got so bad that I couldn't barely stand up, couldn't sing. And I've never felt it. I mean, I've had this problem for 5, 6, 7 years, maybe longer, but it never hurt. It's just this thing would come, they thought it was a hernia, it would pop out and I'd push it back in. So they figured it's just a hernia. But I noticed that they kept pushing out more. Well, anyway, the pain was so bad they had to rush me to the ER. The ER doctor said that it was a hernia, and they gave me some muscle relaxer, and everything, everything went away, basically back to normal. And you could feel a little lump, but it wasn't, it was normal. And so the next day we canceled the show, and then I went to the doctor. Doctor took me to do some x-rays, make the story short, long story short. I did a sonogram and a CAT scan, and they determined that it was a lymph node. So now I have to go to a disease specialist to find out why a lymph node keeps flaring up when I'm singing and playing only. Another thing is, at my age, 63, I guess I've been screaming and yelling, all my life with a bass strapped around my neck. In the middle of your middle, this is where you hold everything in. So my abs, they probably just wore out from the whole thing. So I don't know. So I'm going to the doctor. We're in the process of taking tests to find out what the problem is and get it fixed so I can get back out here and play without having to sit down.
So right now, since you're not playing for us, you feel fine?
I feel right now fine, yeah. But every now and then I'll notice a little discomfort, but only if I'm just stressing myself out. So they think that if I'm stressing myself out, maybe my body's reacting to something. The doctor said I should try yoga first, and go to the disease specialist and find out if there's something else wrong with me that's causing this to happen. So we'll find out. And he says, other than that, I am healthy as a racehorse. He said he checked out all my vitals. He said I'm doing better than most.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Tell us about King's X. Obviously, when that happened in Charlotte, you were playing a King's X show.
Yes.
So
yeah, what's happening with King's X now is we're still together. Everybody thinks we might have broke up, and the truth of the matter is that all of our side projects are not taken away from King's X. King's X is we're just not doing much right now. It's real difficult to tour and make a living at it, so we do weekend blocks, 3 shows, and fly in and fly out. And so we've been doing that. So the word is out, and slowly but surely we're getting, 2 or 3 shows a month or whatever, and we go do that, and we come home. And then we get on with our life. Jerry and Ty both have other things that they do. And I mean, the problem with King's X is that we love King's X, and we want King's X to be successful. We don't want to stop what we're doing, but we know that we can't make a living just being in King's X. You just can't do it. And so you gotta do other things. And I've got 5 projects right now going, and people think that I'm taking too much time out for these projects, but it takes a week to do a record with these projects. It's not like I'm spending my whole life, doing this. The rest of the time I'm, hoping that we can get something going with King's X. But I'm excited because I can keep busy. Moving out here to LA was just the best thing for me because I said I'm going to move out here and just do projects with everybody I know and just have a good time. Feel like go back to my 20s and live in a room, sleep on the floor, and just do my thing. I've got no responsibilities and nobody to answer to, so I might as well live my dream, continue it.
Talk about your solo work. Any coming up?
Well, I just finished my solo record, which is Naked, and I know you're going to show a picture of it, but I got to pump it. It's I put it out myself. I played everything on it myself except for one lead that Tracy Singleton did a lead on one song, but I did everything, drum programming and the whole deal. I just wanted to do something on my own, you know, and I put it out on my own, so hopefully, you know, it hasn't sold that much, but if it sold a zillion, I'd make all the money, which is something I wanted to do. It's just something, to own something that was mine. I've written so many songs in King's X and in all the other side projects that I've been in, and record companies own everything. So this is something I own.
When did that come out?
This came out maybe 8 or 9 months ago.
Okay.
If that, I'm not sure. Then I've got PGP, which is these guys, just Eric Gales and Thomas Pridgen from Mars Volta. We put this record out maybe almost a year ago, I guess. We got PGP 2 coming out in a couple months, so we're excited about that. In fact, Classic Rock gave it, put both of them in the top 40 best albums of 2013, which I was like going, I'm happy about that. Got something else everybody's excited about. We're called KXM. That's Ray Luzier, drummer for Korn, and George Lynch and I. We're almost done with the record. We got it signed and we got a release date. I'm not going to tell you yet until I find out if I'm physically going to be okay to to do this, because everything will hinge on how my health is. So that's done. If you want to check it out, just look up KXM on YouTube. Just KXM and you'll see the trailer of it. And I have another band called Grinder Blues, which is a blues band with two guys they're called the Billman Brothers, and they're the rhythm section for a lot of blues players, the guitar player and drummer, and they write music for TV and movies, and so I've been writing music with them just for TV placement and movie stuff, and we just decided to do a blues record just for the fun of it, just like lo-fi, something between 50 and 65, just keep it in that just real simple blues thing, nothing deep, and just have fun with it. And so we did it, and it's done, and I think we're about to get it signed. And also the brothers are having a reality show they're working on. They fish. They're the rock and roll blues fishermen, and actually they're filming it right now, as far as I know. So lots of good things with that. I have another side project called Third Ear Experience. It's my buddy Robbie. Robbie used to play in a band called Tribe After Tribe. He and some friends of ours got together in Joshua Tree, where they all live, and we just jammed out a record in this house. And it's really ambient, sort of like if you heard a Mogwai it's sort of, they're really into that kind of music, and I am too. So it's sort of like the songs are like 15 minutes, and we drag them out, and it's all about the emotion of the songs and stuff. And so we go out there and jam and put these records out, and it's called Third Ear Experience.
If you love Doug, then please like this video.